So spleen is the largest this is the lymphoid organs of the body present in the abdomen in the left hypochondrial region. So you can see the spleen. Its one surface is having whole convex area, and rest other surfaces are either flat or having the concavity or depression. Fine. So it is having the border, superior border, two prominent border, superior border and inferior border and intermediate border. So how will you identify the superior border? The superior border you will see there are the notches. You can see the notches here. Okay, there is the fissure-like structure on this border. This border is very clear. But the superior border, if you can see it from gastric impression, you can see the notches, related tissue, and all these lobules of the spleen, splenic lobules are uniting to form the spleen. So those remnants of their gap between the lobules remain in the superior border. Always it will be present, almost in all the spleen. And intermediate border. This pointed end is the posterior end, and this wider end is the anterior end. Anterior end is wider, almost like a border, but we call it as the anterior end itself. This surface is related to three ribs. These ribs are 9, 10, and 11. So these are this spleen is situated over the left side of the 9, 10, and 11th rib like this. So whenever you will pick up the spleen, you have to hold it like this in your left hand because it's present on the left side of the abdomen. In the left hand, like this. Means your posterior end should be posteriorly and medially. It should be directed posterior-medially, and anterior end, which is wider, it should be directed anterolaterally. Got my point? And this diaphragmatic surface should be on your palm, like this. ऐसा मत पकड़ो. अगर ऐसा पकड़ो तो क्या होगा? What will happen? The anterior border, which is the superior border, which is having the notches, it will be coming down as the inferior border. So you have to remember that these notches of the superior border should always be on the upper side. So that is the normal anatomical position of the spleen. Got my point? और एकदम ऐसा मत रखो, थोड़ा सा tilt करो because the axis is passing. The axis of the spleen is passing from posterior end to the anterior end and it directed downward, forward, and laterally toward the left side. So that is the axis of the spleen. Then now we'll see the relations of the spleen. So diaphragmatic surface, diaphragm along with the three ribs. Beyond the diaphragm, the ribs are there, 9, 10, and 11 ribs. Is the intermediate border. Okay, from posterior end to the anterior end, this is the intermediate border. The anterior end is having also a larger surface area. It is having the upper surface here and the lower surface. Upper surface between the superior border and the intermediate border. The lower surface between the intermediate and the lower border. You can see that upper surface here, which is having the more depression as compared to the inferior surface. It is almost flat. So this depressed part near the anterior border, superior border, it is known as the gastric impression. Why? Because the fundus of the stomach, I told you the fundus of the stomach is related to the spleen, separated by the greater sac. So this is related here. So that, okay. And this surface is almost flat. It is in relation to the left kidney, left side. Okay. So therefore, it is known as the renal impression. Good. The anterior end, where is the kidney, here the stomach. There is the relation of. That is known as the colic impression because there is the splenic flexure of the large intestine is there. Means transverse colon will come like this. Okay, like this. It is transverse colon. It is making curve, and it will come again on the left side and make downward descent in the form of the descending colon. Okay, so therefore it is known as the colic impression, and that the hepatic flexure is lower as compared to the splenic of the colon. Now you know the gastric impression, renal impression, and colic impression. Now this is the intermediate border. Near it you can see the blood vessels are entering into this or exit of the veins from that. All your splenic artery after dividing into 4 to 5 segmental branches are going inside this, and the segmental veins are coming out uniting to form the splenic vein, and they will run posterior surface of your posterior surface of the pancreas. Okay, you can see this is the pancreas. Okay, and the splenic artery will run along the superior border of the pancreas and into this. Yes, in the left kidney, they are present like this. So kidney is not present like this. It is like this. It is also tilted. It get reflected over hilum of the spleen. So this reflection is known as of the peritoneal membrane known as the lienorenal ligament. Okay, and this lienorenal ligament again attached to this hilum, and the other it is covering the spleen. So spleen is totally covered by the peritoneal membrane, which is coming from the kidney in the form of lienorenal ligament covering this. And again, there is another reflection of the peritoneal membrane which is coming to cover the or to get extended to the fundus of the stomach, because this area is related to fundus of the stomach. So that second reflection will be known as the gastrosplenic ligament. Then these two attachments we have seen, the lienorenal ligament and the gastrosplenic ligament. So from the diaphragm to the splenic flexure of the colon or transverse colon, there is the extension of the peritoneal ligament that is known as the praenicocolic ligament. So that is the anatomical position of this spleen.